Very important conversation to have. Taking care of our mental health, just as important as staying physically healthy. Dr. Bryan Hall with Ellie Mental Health in Clive joins me now. Let's just unpack mental health care. And a lot of people, as we were talking before the show, with the pandemic, the last few years of just constant crisis, we're all kind of going through a collective trauma right now.
We really still are, even though the pandemic itself, in the eyes of many, is over.
Yeah.
We're certainly still seeing the long-lasting mental health effects of that in many of our clients.
And so that's such an important reality to acknowledge, that we're still going through some very stressful times, and it's like, post-pandemic, some people are calling it, but things have not, we've talked about reaching a new normal, and that's tough still for a lot of people. What are you seeing in terms of the needs of the area? There's, we've covered in the news increase in anxiety and depression. What are the trends you're seeing throughout the metro?
I would say some people have not reached that new normal that you referenced, Samantha. Some people are still struggling. Take, for instance, an adolescent who's now 14 or 15. They were 11 or 12 at the time that the pandemic was hitting, and at the time that they were pulled out of school, and the social ramifications of that for them now as well as then, in some cases, persist. We see that also with adults who are still struggling to find, again, the quote-unquote new normal. And when people are having a hard time adjusting, making sense of their life now compared to what their life may have used to be, it can be very helpful to come in and just talk to somebody, have a conversation about the anxiety, about the depression, or whatever other symptoms they might be experiencing, and have a licensed professional guide them through that.
Yes, I had a friend tell me recently she was grieving her past self, and what she meant by that is she just doesn't feel the same after she got COVID, or even thinking to the pre-pandemic world. And it's sort of something you have to come to peace with, but then also find hope in recreating a new you.
That's a perfect way to look at it. That this is a process as it's unfolding. Maybe some people are just starting on it. Maybe some people are more into this process of finding hope, of creating the new you and making meaning in their lives.
I see therapy as a toolkit. Not to be stigmatized. This is really about breaking the stigma, of mental health. And it's really just investing in your health and wellness, I think.
Absolutely. And at Ellie Mental Health, where we work in Clive, that's very much a goal of ours, to break down the stigma surrounding mental health, to encourage people to make the call, get online, set up their first appointment, come in and get the help that's now readily available to them.
How many times have you heard people say it's okay to not be okay, right?
I have a shirt that says just that.
I mean, and that's a reality of, if you're having a hard mental health day, a lot of us are experiencing levels of anxiety and, low vibrational energy that just we didn't before the pandemic.
Yeah, and if I were to add to that slogan, it's okay not to be okay, it certainly is okay to reach out for help.
Yeah. I love that. Thank you so much for just sharing your insight and normalizing this conversation about mental health in a very unique time that we're in, but it gets better, right?
It does.
Yeah.
Help is available. At Ellie, we have no wait list currently, so we would encourage people to seek our services. We've got a team of mental health professionals who are ready to, as we said, guide people through finding hope and finding their new normal.
I know a lot of people that are doing therapy for the first time in their lives, and a lot of it was just because of everything we've gone through in the last few years. So where can folks find you, get in touch with you?
They can find us online. We're Ellie Mental Health, and we are in Clive, north of University. We opened about a month ago, so one of the positives with that, as I mentioned, is that we have a team of providers who have no wait list currently.
Excellent.
So people can get in very soon to start their therapeutic journeys with us at Ellie.
It's great to hear, and I really do see, investing in your mental health as it's an investment in you.
Yes, and that's such an important investment to make, because I say self-care is not selfish. So when you invest in yourself through self-care, you're going to be better able to meet the needs of your family members.
Thank you so much. A beautiful note to end this on.